Yo guys, it's Rose and today we're going to be trying out the new unit Sakura. Now she's a secret unit you can get from the raid. It's a 2% chance, but here she is. She has a new typing, which is very interesting. And here she has a new I gave her this trait Blitz purposely. You'll see in a second. And so here you have her damage, her SPA, pretty decent stats. But let's just hop right into the video. Alright, so here we are in Namek. I forgot to unpause it, but so here we are. So we're going to put it right here and you'll see in a second. So let's look at her passive. So she has Evil Incarnate. So this unit only attacks passively and any enemy within her range takes 60% of the unit's damage every second, ignoring the shield, and increases the range by 0.5 for every enemy in the range. So spreading, and then she has Spreading Corruption. So 0.2 SP anytime a unit gets damaged by Evil Incarnate. And the buff resets every time there's nothing in the tower within 10 seconds. So self-explanatory. And then she has her Corruption. So every corrupted tower, she buffs a unit that's in her range by 20%. And if we want to look at her passive says that it marks a tower as corrupted and removes 1 livestock. And then for this unit, their SP is totaled and averaged out on basis on all the corrupted towers. So essentially what I think they were trying to say is basically they get all of the SPAs that are in her range. I guess let me quickly take off low mode and the visual effects so we can actually see her attacks. But basically anything that's in her range, they total up all the SPAs and I guess average them out. So if you have like a really high SPA, I guess on her and all the other guys, that their SPA will be lower. So it's kind of weird how it's worded. So I'm not really sure too much, but here's her attack. That's basically all she does. So she's basically like a supporter. So obviously her damage is not gonna be too crazy because she's doing this many damage, this much damage every second. Let me also put on the health bars because I forgot that I took these off as well. I think the health indicator, yeah, right here. So I brought this team basically to like amp up. Oh, wait, is it not showing? Why is it not showing? Enemy tags, I think is it. But I purposely didn't bring any other unit besides Saber, which we'll get to in a second, because I want to see how much damage can she do passively without like anything too crazy. So I'm gonna obviously Ishtar brings her buff. I don't have her evoed, so I don't think it matters too much. But she increases all the fate damage by 12%. We have Sakura increasing her damage. We're also gonna have Subaru increasing her range and damage. So we're gonna put it right here. Now I couldn't put all the units obviously because I still do need a farm to farm out like levels and whatnot to see how much damage she's gonna do, you know. So I have the farms here, and let's put down Saber. I guess I'm gonna put her down in a bit because I do want to see how much damage Sakura is doing by herself, or not by herself, but more like how much damage she's gonna do with all the buffs. So I'll come back whenever I finish maxing her out. All right, so I'm back. I finally maxed out her out, and right now she's sitting at 7,000 per second essentially because she attacks passively every second, right? I guess the DPS is saying 4,000 as well, but a little confusing for me. But here she is. So she's doing, mind you, she's always gonna be hitting, like her range is always gonna be increasing and decreasing depending on how many enemies. Obviously if the enemies are too strong, you will never see her like range keep going up or down or like constantly at a flat rate because there's always enemies entering her range, right? And so long as you have her kind of in the front, you're never gonna have to worry about Spreading Corruption being lowered. So she's attacking for every 2.8 seconds, which is insane. That is actually nasty work. And think about it like this: if you also have Sakura, or not Sakura, Saber ultimate or alter in her range, then basically, sorry for the cut there, but basically if you have both of them together, basically look at that, she's at 1.6 seconds. And mind you, if you combine her with Saber, right, so she has a summon servant, so basically if Sakura's in her place anywhere, this damage will do an additional attack sync to the SPA timer of 50 damage, 50% of her damage. So so Saber's basically doing 2 attacks at the same time. So she's doing her normal attacks, right? Then she has Excalibur worked up, and then she also has the Summon Serpent, just hand on hand. So she's attacking like 3 times. They're basically an amazing duo together. See, and every additional attack increases her range by 1% up to 30. And this additional does not will be the Excalibur. So that's why her range is just so massive. And on top of that, keep in mind that she also has a slow range, like her little like dark circle. So any enemy that's in this range is extremely slowed down. So Sakura will be able to like profit off of that. And I believe can I activate the ability? I don't know if it's not. I don't know how it kind of works because it says it buffs her damage by 20%. I don't know if it's permanent, but it says that she gets her thing buffed by 20. Okay, so yeah, now like see, now she has her like she has like the little circle thing around her. So now she's corrupted and now she's doing 20% more damage. So now she's sitting at 8k. So man, their synergy is like, I know this is like flashing everywhere, but this synergy is honestly extremely amazing. Like they just go hand in hand. Look at the range that it's like Saber has. She has 61 range. Mind you, I only have like a normal trait, like the range trait. I think it's like range 1. So imagine like if it was Monarch, like both of these guys Monarch I think would be unstoppable, which I'm gonna try to chase for both of them, because I think there will be a phenomenal like dual unit. But yeah, already like 5.9 now. She's doing Excalibur right now, but 5.9 every 7 seconds, and then you also have Sakura's damage every 4.4 seconds. I think her SPO is really lowered because of I guess because of since she maxed this out, I think, all the way. I'm not sure why she's back at 4.4, but she also has Blitz as well, so you have to keep in mind of that. But yeah, no, this is insane. Oh no, she had the SPA 1 because of the all the world's evil. So if I were to put like another like Saber in here, I think she would get it again, right? Yeah, like, oh no, she went up. Interesting. But yeah, no, these units are phenomenal and work really, really well together. So big ups to the AV devs for these two, because they just work hand on hand. They're really, really good units. Alright guys, that's all I have for the Sakura and I guess Saber showcase, because they go hand on hand together. It was really good. I cannot wait to get them a high. If I can manage to get them to like Monarch or whatever, I will 100% probably make a new video and see both of them at Monarch. But that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.